Hello everyone, this is comrade-Sirius and welcome to Prague in episode 16. This one will be short, there are no time lapses now. We are still around 50,000. As you can see, we are import-export, we are quite balanced. Our problem is that despite we are having the full-time sewage system, and yeah, the pumping works through the unloading station, which I absolutely adore, so that's fine. But hey, we still got a lot of things to do. For a summary to keep you up to date, finally there are last few days, and we were seeing it online. There are last few days of digging deep this trench, so finally some steel and mechanical components can be delivered. I will probably tear this down to, I don't know, maybe 15 workers. That's probably enough, because once a crane will reach here, it will be quite fast, and we're still in September, so okay-ish. By the way, it's almost the date I'm recording this, so that's fine. I think we can also start doing something about the courthouse and prison. There's also, yeah, you can also do brick path to the prison. Yeah, and probably, stuff like this can also be done. Why the hell not? Though our main priority is the hotel, because I would like to have tourists. Though it won't be too great for them because there's not too many attractions, but their simple presence will show them beauty of our city, and from income from them we can actually do stuff. If we take a look at here, the brewery, we don't have materials because yeah, there is this. Why? By the way, why? Yeah, because there are no signs. Fuck. Okay. What is number 3? And it can definitely be a stop sign. I don't care. But I would like this guy to move actually, and as long as they are probably not too okay in terms of catching up, I'll probably assign it another truck as well. Oh, we probably can. If nothing else, we'll use it in a different way. Okay, covered hull or Krita Korba. No workshop. Yeah, covered trailer, 10 tons. Yeah, come on, let's use you. Is this one, I suppose? Yep. Come on. Yep. It took time, like in good old days. And now we are having distribution offices, which is huge. Don't make me wrong, but this is a huge update for us. And especially one because we are now finally allowed to place distribution offices. Let's start with a small one. I'm using small distribution office for planning, for delivering waste from the city, from the waste court, as we call it, to a different waste processing area. And we need a space for it, and not this one because there might be a need for some situation to be solved. But the area around here seems like a okay-ish spot. So that's what I will do, because we have technical services here. They will collect waste from all the city. And I'm quite pleased that we can do it this way though. If we plan it this, like this, can I actually, yeah, I can do only one slot, which is, it can be tricky. But we can also maybe place two next to each other. This is one. Yeah. And we absolutely can do this. So that's fine. The reason why I'm placing 2 is because if you can connect them, you have 4 loading and unloading slots. And in terms of, you know, quite a high throughput, which this city, including some tourists and so on, can absolutely provide, it will be better for us to just, you know, have more of those slots available, which it seems we have. That's fine. So this is a waste processing area for us, and then yeah, we can absolutely start making this road all together, making this road come through. These things should not, in theory, interfere with these guys. What we will have a problem with is with gravel supply, because most of this is usually a gravel problem, gravel and asphalt, and the reason is it's brutally ineffective. We have nothing better than 5-ton trucks. I did heard about a cargo tram and things like that. It's not in the game. There are some mods, they have their limits, and though we can experiment them later in this season, this is not something I would do right now when we are slowly running out of money. So that's what we won't do right now. That's what we'll do maybe much later on in the process. So we need a different way to get gravel here. Or to be fair, we need some way to get gravel here. The bigger problem is that Rail Construction Office has storage for 150 tons of gravel. That's not a big issue. The problem is that it has only, you know, 3 stations for loading and unloading vehicles, and you know, there will need to be a place, you know, for other vehicles to come and go. Supply trucks, maybe water, coal. We'll need deliver coal for those trucks. Yeah, a lot of things. So for a gravel drop-off, I was thinking more about a dedicated place, and you can do it by unloading station. The smallest one is this. It has only 2 slots, so it's not a big issue, but we'll need to be able to place it somewhere. We have water pipes here that shouldn't limit us, actually, but this storage is absolutely out of way. And honestly, the road that was planned initially here is probably not too great as well. We'll probably need quite more space. By the way, yeah, this is a rotational sidewalk. I really like them, so if need be, I'll just move it. I just move this thing somewhere else. It will not possess any problem. It's just that, yeah, it's a drinking water, so it can be moved towards here. So slight redoing of stuff. How big is this, in fact? Well, we'll still need to do something like this, because then we need to connect the other part inside. So this is doable, and then an open storage. The open storage, small one, is 200 tons of bricks. This one, that's much more expensive, has 264 tons of bricks. So, hey, maybe this one will be enough, at least for what we are trying to achieve here. So yeah, let's do it somehow. We'll need to fiddle it in. Yeah, this is probably the, I'm not saying best we can do, but it's good enough for us to do. And it would be wise to leave some space for queuing. Dumpers. So you know what? Let's do it like this. We can do this connection, this connection. This one will have a separate one. This one will absolutely not have a... This one absolutely do not need a separate one. So do it like this. And don't forget, yeah, and rotational sidewalk, yeah. So let's make it like this. Well, maybe not here, but maybe to this side, because it will be, you know, easier to construct. So that's about it. Now F4, don't forget. So this is a slight, not reduction, but you know, slight redoing of what we need. Speaking of waste, that's a thing that has been done for now. There is a road. And yeah, we prolonged the rail up here because we'll need to climb up the hill. So this is, you know how the incline works, so that's what we done. Yeah, it's completely unnecessary. I know, you do not need to tell me. But after the railroad crossing, there is a new bus stop. For now, it's not connected to anything. It will probably, at some point, will connect to the side here. So, you know, we can have a sewage drop-off accessed directly. And thanks to what I found, the small incinerator is a third of capacity of vanilla normal small incinerator. Which is brutal. That's not much. So, if you don't have a quality, you have a quantity. So I have two of those, each of them with their own waste transfers as drop-off. And then there's a middle point for, you know, basically ash, mixed ash storage. That's how we'll call it. And yeah, probably the area up here will be used. Time and time it will be used as a storage. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It will be ash storage or mixed ash storage. And after a while, after some time, either we'll build more, or we'll get to some, you know, recycling. Separation plant needs waste research. I don't know where waste research is, honestly. If it's time locked or and if it is, then when? Is these guys? Yeah. 1935, that's not too bad. Because waste we get in 1934, and in 1935 we are actually getting these guys. By the way, yeah, it's 1959, not 39. Okay, so those are, you know, the heating plant and power plant. Those one we are absolutely not doing right now. But the separation plant can actually get here, and that would be quite useful, I guess. So maybe that's the thing we'll need, and that's the thing we'll build. Yep, probably do. Probably is. That's why, by the way, this whole thing is. I'll just make a big cross so I don't put anything there, because this definitely needs to be connected together. So that's the small thought process that has been here. We were living in a fear, and we still do live in a fear of, you know, workers not being warm, because this thing is 205% full. That's the whole city, and everything is still connected to just one heating plant. So that's not ideal. They are able to keep it warm because it's like 15 and 13 degrees, but in a month it won't be so nice and cute. So yeah, we definitely need the other heating plant as well. And the heating plant is heating, but we are not gaining coal here, so we'll probably need more trucks. And you know, more trucks at customs is generally not the best idea. At least we had the buffer for steel. That's fine. I kinda hope that at least someone is going for the mechanical components, because yeah, this one, it's 2.5 ton. It's already loaded. It's not enough, right? Yeah, we'll need one more. Well, easily they can deliver it just here and then go back, so it should be okay. But, well, that's what we have right now. This is then end of September 1933. You'll probably see one more episode before this year end, so I'm not saying goodbye till another year. We'll see, hopefully, each other soon. So, bye-bye.